Okay, so I've just finished assembling the handle and controller element. So this is normally, when it comes in its box, this isn't attached and that isn't attached. So the first thing you want to do actually is put this on first before attaching it to the main body. Otherwise this cable won't reach. So the way you do that is there is a like Allen key down there, and they provide that as this, the small end here, star shape. You undo that, slide it onto the top, and then there is a nut already fixed in the side there, and make sure it doesn't fall out, and line up the hole that's in the metal tubing, slide it on, push the bolt in and tighten it up, but make sure, because the actual nut seems to keep together the plastic element, the moulding there, and that might separate, so make sure that stays together and you haven't snagged any cables. And then once that's on, you can line up this. For the moment we don't know exactly what's going to be comfortable for you, so just put it on roughly where you think it's right. It should be slightly off center as you stand to one side, obviously, and then later on we can adjust, we can move this, we can slide that this way and adjust the angle of the controllers, but for the moment just get it on like that. And then the next step is it comes with a metal cutting disc, as well as the usual cord, and it comes with some there. So and none of this is attached. The end, I'll show you how it comes. The end comes like this, so it's up to you to attach the right cutting element. So I'm going to be putting the cord cutting element on. So what you need to do is that comes in clipped like that. That's facing the top like that. So we need to unclip that by pressing in the two plastic tabs like that, and that will detach itself. This is inside with the string spooled up in there. You need to take that out. Then this disc, not this one, but this one needs to go on the end here like that. Line up the star there with the teeth like that, but also we need to put this locking mechanism in the hole that is there, like so, to line up with the holes here, and the teeth at the same time, which will be a challenge to do one-handed, so I won't do that now. And then we can proceed to add this, and then the locking nut on the end to essentially keep it all together. And then we'll also attach the orange guard. So yeah, I'll do that now. Just to add as well, you'll need this bar and keep hold of it, as this ensures that the whole system doesn't turn against you as you're trying to do the nut up. So there's a little hole where you put that in to lock the system off as you tighten up the nut. And here's the strimmer with the guard on. It's quite a clever design. There's one bolt on one side, and then the other side is like what it pushes up against. just ensure that's done up tight enough. I had to do this up after kind of my first run as it loosened off a bit, so just give it a check after your first run to make sure everything's tightened up as it should be. And then here's the blade. It's currently got a bit of protective tape on it, but this is what cuts your string to size so it doesn't end up too long, and then it just flies off. And here's me unboxing the C500X battery charger and the battery, one of the two batteries that I ended up buying. So here's the first battery, the 140X. The X is part of their kind of higher power range. I think it's their latest version of these batteries. I think it has better cooling management, some better software if you have like a fleet, if you're a real pro. And yeah, it's their smallest battery of the X range, so it's the lightest, which I wanted to try, but I also bought the 330X, which is double the capacity for a bit more range. And to be honest, the extra weight of the 330X is not really noticeable for using on a strimmer. I didn't notice it at all, so bear that in mind. But obviously the 140X is much cheaper. And then they recommend to use the C500X battery charger, which is quite a chunky thing. It's got some weight to it, but what's clever about this is that actually once you finish strimming, you can, and the battery's hot after that intense use, you can put it straight onto the battery charger and the charger cools the battery for you, which is good to know, as that means that it's kind of taking care of the cells for you. So yeah, here's the 330X. And I'm just going to do a bit of a size comparison now, so you can see how much bigger or how much smaller they are to one another. And interestingly, the 330X just slightly sticks out from the main unit, kind of behind the motor, but not, not a bad thing at all. In the next clip, I'm just going to show the speed setting on low, medium, and high. That was max. This is the lowest. Middle. Max. And now here's a demonstration of using the button to release more string. And as you'll see, this really doesn't struggle with these tool reeds. Setup complete. So here's just a quick video of me doing some strimming, but yeah, keep a lookout for my next videos, which I'll talk a bit more about performance, what I think about it, pros and cons, things like that. Thanks.